Ma, I'm talking Safuu. Yeah, it's still alive. Yeah, everybody just thinks that, council members shouldn't live in their mom's basement. I'm kidding. I don't live in my mom's basement, but you guys already know it's Safuu time. We're talking Safuu. Safuu's not dead. We already knew that. We're still here. Things have been happening over the course of the last few weeks that nobody even realized. Everybody just thought, oh, the council is doing nothing. The council is doing nothing. The council is doing nothing. But let me get to the nitty gritty and get to what's gone on the last month. And I like this. Look, my green screen's not picking up this black, so it gives me like this green haze. I like that. It gives me this Safuu haze. But yeah, a lot has gone down the last month. So let's just get to it started. We're going to go full screen here. It's just so you guys can see. So on the 6th, Elliot goes at everyone. The council forum is closed. I've put together all participant responses. There's a couple left, and the link attached will be updated. Please go through the responses and decide who you would like to see on the council based on those. The next stage will be regular voting for members, followed by an on-chain vote to secure the final council members in place that will last 14 days. I think this part went unnoticed. Based on the initial vote, I will need to organize a call to proceed with the final on-chain vote. The on-chain vote will include actual Discord handles. Well, then 3 days later, everyone, it's time to start the blind vote. So that happened on the 9th. So you guys had a chance. The vote was closed. Then on the 13th, everyone, the following members have been chosen to become council members for Safuu. Yours truly, the Greek DeFi guru, the legendary other Nathan, Alpha Capital, Ted, Mr. No Fame, Barry, who we all know and love, who might be joining me tonight, Elmo, Daz, and we decided to keep Florida Finance Vault as a backup member of the council that can participate in the council but will not have multi-sig access as of now. The on-chain vote will be created shortly. So that was created on the 13th. And here's the link. You had 14 days from this point to vote yes or no, and it was overwhelming 2.5 million votes for yes, obviously. And then in that time, some bullish changes have gone down with Brian not taking 25% of the SIF and Fire Pit, just the SIF. And then in the meantime, on the 17th, we realized after this first 14-day vote that things were taking the 14 days was just way too long when it was just a landslide. So we decided to put a proposal, and right now 4 days is winning. And that's looking like where it's going to be finalized. So things are going to be much quicker when we go to votes in the future, which is a good thing because we want things to get happening as everybody sees that juicy SIF. What's the council going to do? What do they want us to do? So then again, on the 27th is when the council vote was concluded. That was this Friday. So technically, we were meeting before this, but we couldn't really put anything in stone, put things to writing until we actually had election, and it was finalized. And there you go. So now the next moves are share council ideas with the community, hold an AMA and discuss them, vote on buyback and burn allocation, vote on other ideas and expenses. So that is where we stand at this moment. So I know everybody's like, Greek, we got to buy back and burn. We got to keep everything the way it is. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to change. And I'm here to kind of portray things the way it is and the way we need it done, because we don't have any other support besides the SIF. That is all we have. That's all we're ever going to have. And I know it replenishes. So I get that argument. Some people say, just buy back the whole thing and burn, and then it replenishes, and then you'll have your money. But then you're still going to want buy back and burn. And you're going to be mad when we do anything with it done anyways. So it's never a win-win situation. Now, how do you create utility and create something where people want to come in and be a part of it? Okay, it's not only about people in the community. It's about getting outside members in the community. We don't have the big marketing budget. We have to get creative. The SIF has to be used for everything, okay? Because if others aren't coming in, as we see, the whales aren't coming in, our volume's terrible. And that is understandable since we all believe in what's going on and we want burns, so we're all holding. So nobody's really transacting to create those burns. So it's only the whale games that really do it. So one thing is we can use the SIF. We can pump up the price a few cents, maybe 4 or 5 cents, just throwing a number out there. As we saw what happened yesterday, pumped up with that whale buy to 36 cents, and then it dipped right back down, gave people exit liquidity to 24 cents where we sit now. So do you want to keep pumping it up so people can exit on it, and then you have a council that just sits there and twiddle their thumb? Or do you want to create more sustainable ways, use case, to have mechanisms in place where we have multiple revenue streams, where it's like we got 6 different projects, 6 different things that are feeding to the burn, and we're not trying to not burn here. That I just want that to be understood for everybody. We want to burn. Everybody wants it to burn. But if you can create sustainable things where we don't have to wait, and don't get me wrong here, the SIF funds get transferred to us the first of every month, so we have to wait a month. So if we were to use those to buy back and burn in one fair swoop, even if it grew to 120,000 instantly, we would have to wait a month. And then everybody would be like, I want the SIF. I want the SIF. And we'd be in the same spot we are at now. So our goal is to create something that's automated with outside projects, outside stuff, outside sources to come in where we have constant streams of burn. So we have 6 different things funneling in, burn, 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 burn. And it's constant. It's automatic. It's done automatic. So that is what we want. Now, there's different things, and the community has always been amazing, and they want to give their input, and we are here to listen. The council's here to listen. I mean, Elliot today did make, let me add this to the stream again. He did make a suggestions. Let me see where that's at. So if you go here where it says suggestions in the Discord, you will see his announcement. Everyone, I want to try out a new and more efficient way for community suggestions. He created a link to leave those and vote for the best ones so we can track the best proposals. This channel will become read-only for the trial period. If everything is fine, I will use a website proposal in the future. Link. So you'll click on this link. Okay. And you can, this is older. This is an older link, but if you want to go here, you can click on this link and you can just, I'm going to funnel people here, and you can put your ideas down and we can see them. The council can see them. This is a spot until Elliot opens this. Okay. I just noticed this. This is an old one, but Elliot will open this. I will get him to open this, and we will have something where people can come in and just put their ideas down, because we need to hear. Now, I know Brian yesterday said things about V2, and people were like, he said V2, he said V2, he said V2, he said V2. Basically, what Brian's version of V2 was taking the SIF and creating a liquidity pool on Vulcan. That's essentially creating another token. It's not like a V2 of what we currently have. And the reason what V2 doesn't work with what we have to do is because our liquidity is locked for 13 years and the contract cannot be touched. So in order for us to go to a V2, we would then have to sacrifice again. We know how much everybody in the community loves sacrifices. So you guys would have to sacrifice again. On top of that, you would then have to wait with your money locked up till we got everything in order. If we wanted to go V2 on Vulcan with that, a true V2, where we could change the taxes, change everything, you would have to wait again with your funds locked up. And I don't think anybody wants that. And then we would have to sell into the liquidity to pull that liquidity out, approximately losing 40 to 45% of the value of the liquidity pool. So imagine everybody to do that, we would lose 45% of the value of our bag instantly. So that is not a good option. So we got to look at options that work. We need other things built with a Safuu to create an ecosystem. You know how other projects create this whole ecosystem where they keep you in, they funnel you in, other users can come, delve in different parts. We need to make it so somebody might be like, I can use Safuu for this. Okay, I'll get in. And that's what we need. We need multiple streams to go. Let's get to some comments, because I know people, and I'm going full Prado. I've never done this before. This is so awkward. I don't know how Prado does this. Jaime Garcia Prieto need to feel the Safuu rush again. I know. I was thinking of like channeling my inner Brian, this like Safuu AMAs weekly just to keep I know people were on my ass because I didn't cover Safuu, and they're like, Greek, why aren't you covering Safuu? Why aren't you covering Safuu? Do you not believe? And I wanted to keep things separate because I am on the council. I wanted to keep things separate and free of so nobody could say, oh yeah, of course, Greeks out there. It just looks, some people said it would look bad in the eyes, but having the reach I have and being able to use my channel is an advantage while being on the council, especially when we have things to bring to your attention. Now, today, don't expect me to be like, oh, these are all the things. The council's finalizing a whole spreadsheet, a whole thing, and we're going to bring it to you. Trust me. They're working on it. There's edits being done on it daily, hourly, as it is. We're constantly in talks with each other. We have a chat. We constantly run ideas by each other. It is a great group of guys that's doing stuff. I'm not just saying that because I'm on it. Okay. You know, Anthony Michael, let's freaking go. The legendary other Nathan. He's got his 5 kids, so he can't join me tonight, but it's okay. It's okay. Mr. No Fame, fellow council member, what's up? You know, a lot of the council members are not good with this YouTube game, so it's hard for somebody to come on here and just be in front of the camera. I'm used to it. I'm used to all you judging me. You guys are probably going to say, oh, the Greek looks foolish. He looks foolish. Look at how bad his green screen is. It makes this green haze. I don't care. Curtheus, let's freaking go. Don Diego, drop them bombs, Greek. You know, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be like Brian Legend, except I have no plan B here. So if my internet goes, I go too, you know. Fowler says, let's go. Yeah, earlier we were talking some good things with Safuu. If you want to drop your questions, just anything that you think, even ideas, concerns, what's going on, you know, Jamie R, heck yeah, let's freaking go. Legend, let's go, Greek. Yep. Drop it. What do you want me to drop? I'm sure he said this as he was waiting for me. Hey, Greeks. Hello, Safuu Nation. Wag me. The Greeks here. You already know. I love peanut butter. I haven't seen you in the comments forever. Where have you been? Where have you been? Thank you for all your work you're doing. Yeah, unfortunately, I apologize to all you. I know everybody was complaining because I was supposed to do this on Sunday, and I know everybody wanted to hear from me. And then I got sick. As you can tell, my voice is still not 100%. I moved it to 6 p.m. today. And then I thought, well, let's move it a little later. Maybe more people can join with me. And as you can see, it's just me. It's just me. So, yeah, I'm sorry I moved it a few times, but, you know, I tried to make it work for so many people. Slumdog Millionaire, aloha, Greek Guru from Mrs. Here. Ooh, from Hawaii? I want to go to Hawaii again. Legendary Nathan says, thank you, Greek. Yep, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be the voice. I'm going to be the face. If I need to be the person out there in front of the camera conveying the news, not everything is bad. Seifu's got a bright. I will say it a million times. Bright future. And you know, everybody thought we were dead. We were out. But you got to think of what we have here. We have a community-driven token with a deflationary mechanism that's still super deflationary, even with the SIF not being used. And I want people to understand that just because I say the SIF not being used to buy back and burn doesn't mean no burns are going to occur from that SIF. We are going to use that to create things that are going to create constant streams of burn. So everybody thinking, oh, they're not using the SIF. They don't want to burn. They don't want to burn. They don't want the supply to go down. No, that's not the case. The more use case, the more burn you get flowing in daily, it's going to be automated. It's going to be smaller. You won't be able to time it. And part of the problem we have with the SIF, the way it's set up now, is we get access to those funds once a month on the 1st. So when we get access to those funds, everybody's going to be waiting for that moment, right? When the SIF would be used. Let's say we were to buy back and burn everything. Everybody would be waiting for that moment. I know that juicy SIF's going to be used. Let's get our exit liquidity ready. Boom. It's not going to work. It's not going to be good. So Samantha says, oh, late night live. Yeah. The Greek does late night lives. Prado in the house. Finally kept him quiet. The only way to do it is to keep him off the live. And Prado brought up some good stuff yesterday. I must give him, he was challenging Brian. He had balls of steel, if you ask me, balls of steel. But yeah, he was challenging Brian on the 25%. And Brian said, if we can come up with a proposal that is good and wows his socks off and how we could use those funds to better Safuu, he would consider giving up his 25% for us. So trust me, Brian wants to see Safuu succeed. And, you know, for all those people who think he's controlling, he was waiting to, he admitted this yesterday, for the multi-sig wallet, for the team wallet to get set up. As we said in the announcements, we got finalized Friday night. Obviously, Saturday, we were just like discussing things, Sunday discussing things, and we finally got the multi-sig set up Sunday. We did test transactions today. It went through, it worked. We got the test transaction on the multi-sig wallet perfect. So now we're ready to go for the SIF funds to now get transferred into our wallet. So that just got set up. So we're not doing things on purpose. Things had to get set up. It takes time. And Prado says, "What's up, Greek? I'm going to watch this in the morning. I'm actually going to sleep now. Have a great show, bro." Prado, I love you, my brother. Vulcan says we need to get it on an exchange. And this could be true. Could be true. We need to get on an exchange. But once again, when you're on exchange, it costs money to get on the exchange, get listed, and do all that. And then on top of that, all that stuff's off chain basically when it's on the exchange. So all those transactions and stuff, it really doesn't help burn and everything until they get off the exchange and they have access to all that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's good, but we can use money in better spots. We need to advertise. We need to get our community pushing. I see people complaining in the Discord about things we need to do, but nobody's going on Twitter. No one's going on YouTube. Nobody's going on Facebook. Nobody's going on Instagram. Nobody's wearing Safuu merch anymore. Safuu's not dead. If you believe, you need to make things happen too. We need to all start advertising the heck out of it. We need to come up with ways where we can just go on Twitter and just let people know Safuu's still here. Safuu's still here. Safuu's still here. That's what we all can do to make it. Sorry. We have to do that. Woo, I need water. Confirmant, I want the SIF. Con, you're supposed to help me out here. Yeah, we should get access to the SIF in the next few days. And then it's about us coming up with proposals. Obviously, this is a DAO. I will admit to that. So whatever everybody's thinking, the council's not looking out for us. They just want to do what they want to do. No, we're going to bring proposals to you. You guys will have the opportunity to vote. And yeah, you want something to get done? Vote. Go out and vote for what you want to get done. And we will obviously make it happen. We're not tyrants here. We're not trying to not listen to you guys, but understand that it's not I want you guys to think when you go vote for something, are you voting for, how's my wallet balance going to look in the next 10 minutes? Or are you voting for, how's it going to look in the next 10 months? And I want everybody to think of the greater good and potential that Safuu can bring us in the future. Not, I just want the price to pump and I want burnt tokens under 17, because we can still burn this like crazy, but we can do it in a way with outside stuff coming in where we can increase the buy pressure, increase the buzz, increase the general FOMO in the community. And, everybody's just assuming, let's burn. And then in a bull market, they're just all going to come in, flowing in. There's no guarantees in life. So we need to make it so that we can give people the choice to come on in. Vortis, hey, there definitely needs to be more than buyback and burn. Safuu will only survive and grow if utility is brought to the project to attract new investors. That is 100% true. One of the issues I have with just buyback and burns and this in general is everybody just thinks that if you take the supply and you move it down, the price will rise. Obviously, it will rise, but you still need to have that outside pressure of people wanting something. Things are only valuable if people want it. If not, then everybody would just start with 2 million tokens in a balance and be like, aha, see, we have a low circulating supply. We're going to be worth a bunch of money. That doesn't happen. There's a reason. Obviously, if it takes it and you have enough buy pressure, you have enough demand, what people are willing to spend on something, the price can rise. But if your only thing is your true holders now are holding because they want burns and everything, and they want the supply to go down, and they're not interacting or doing anything, and they're just sitting on it, and you're relying on outside people to just play these games to burn, it's going to be a long process. I don't want to be reliant on other people. I don't want to be reliant on whales. I want people to come in, whether it be side tokens that, every transaction has a burn mechanism, and they don't even know they're dealing with Safuu and we're reaping the rewards. Or if it's side investments that are coming in, making 2% a day on some things, or whatever it is, who knows what it is, what's chosen. We're going to bring those options. You guys are going to vote on them. Whatever it is, that is what we need to do. We need to increase the amount of stuff coming in. Kurthia says utility. Nice. Yeah. Confirmant's got to leave me too, huh? He's got to record a video, then I'm going to bed. Confirmant, make the chart go up and to the right. Please. Maybe Con will do it. Con's a wizard. He has a way of making it happen. Hi, mate. Thank you so much for the super chat. Drop the news bomb. The news bomb is going to come. We're going to schedule an AMA later this week, probably later this week, with Elliot, and it's going to be in the Discord on the stage. And I probably will join. Yes, I will join because everybody wants the Greek there. I'm hoping you guys want me there. And we will bring a lot of proposals. And then you will see me make videos on all the proposals and what it means, because I know people are going to be like, I need to watch it. I need to understand what it is. But I'm not going to drop news because the council has not given me permission to do it. That's why I chose to not make videos until I could. So I just wanted to tell people my whole option is here. There's a lot of good options. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of good here. We need to understand that it's not just burn. Even Brian yesterday said that we should not use the SIF funds to buy back and burn. We need to add new utility, because just buying it and giving people content, it just creates these, this is all it's going. Price up, boom. Price up, boom. Exit liquidity. Now, if you want to play those games and have fun playing those games, but long-term sustainability, it's not going to work out that way. Let's see. Where was I at? Triple Moon says, LOL Greek. I don't know what part you were laughing at, but I know I was funny, hopefully. Kryptonian says, truth. Yeah, it's about making everything super sustainable going forward. Utility. Just holding a token, waiting for whales to come in, burn. Okay. That sounds like a short-term play to me, because then I'm waiting for a whale to spike it up and then I'm going to just exit out. That's what that sounds like to me. That's the game. Maybe some people in the Discord, they're secretly wanting, that's why they keep wanting the SIF to use, hoping that, if they see the SIF buy, that people will FOMO in and it will dip up enough where they can just exit. That could be the game they're playing. As a council member, I promised myself and I promised the community that when I got elected, this meant more than just a momentary gain. This is about long-term. Where's our Barry? Yeah, so when I got elected, and every council member thinks the same way, we care about the community. We want their voices to be heard, but we also want Safuu to be around in 10 months and thriving on its own. And I know deploy SIF to my wallet. Of course, everybody keeps saying that. And Safuu Warrior, I like the idea of buying a big bag of Vulcan and bridge, rebase, and flex over and burn daily. Now, I just want to give you some thoughts on the Vulcan thing. I know it's a great idea and everybody loves it. But one of the issues I have with tying everything to Vulcan is right now they're yet to launch. We don't know what's going to happen once they do launch. And we need Safuu to be a thriving mechanism on its own merits. We can always get into the Vulcan game once they're up and running. But right now, at the stage we're at, where we need to be able to survive on our own. Okay? That is a problem that Safuu has to attack. We need to thrive on our own. We can't be relying on everything. And I know everybody's like, but we're going to be a bridge to Vulcan, so that means we should move to Vulcan. We should buy Vulcan. We should do that. And I want to operate, and this is probably me speaking for most of the council, is we need not everybody's thoughts, because this isn't never been said, The bridge, we have to operate as if the bridge doesn't exist. Okay. I know it sounds bad. Everybody's going to be like, the Greek said there is no bridge. No, no one said that. There is going to be a bridge. But what I'm talking about is we need to operate as if that bridge isn't there. What happens if that bridge somehow fails and isn't up for 5 months? Okay. And you guys were all relying on that to be your only utility along with buybacks and burns, right? That is why we are faced with the problem we are facing now, where we need to get utility so that we can be self-sustainable without having to rely on Vulcan, without having to do that. Now, in the future, can we invest in Vulcan? Can we use that? Can we do buy a big bag of Vulcan? Yes, at a later date. We can always do that. That can always happen, and we can use whatever the flex rewards are daily to burn. That can happen. But right now, we have to create mechanisms within our own ecosystem to sustain ourselves. And, this is another option. How about using some funds in the SIF to yield farm and bring income back to the project and distribute it proportionally to holders? We can figure ways where we can set up stuff like this. And yeah, we love these ideas. This is the kind of stuff that we want brought to the table. Huge ideas where we can make things happen. And we're always going to listen to the community. So if you have an idea, just bring it to us, whether it's DM, hey, Greek, look at this idea I have, or it's going to where I told you to go and just putting your idea there and just saying, look at this awesome idea I have. Part of the problem we have is we have a bunch of people in the Discord who are just splurting out their ideas, and they just throw idea after idea, and it gets lost in the translation. Once you get people commenting on it, it makes it hard for, I wake up and I look through 100 things and I'm going to be like, oh, look at this idea. Look at the, so we need a way of having a good set of ideas, and it's just not throwing out idea after idea after idea after idea. Run it by and find out what sticks between you and your community and your group. If you have like a group of 5 people that you guys converse with on a daily basis, just be like, oh yeah, I've ran this idea and we love it. This is it. And come out with a structure on how it can be done and then bring it to us. I want to see formulated ideas, and trust me, I will never say, oh no, I'm not going to bring that idea. You're stupid. No, that's not going to happen. Okay. The Greek is always open. And when the community is stronger together, when we all do things together. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with, as well as what we come up with. And like I said, we're writing up a plan. We're going to discuss it. Everything's going to be good. So DJ Jackson says, excited for Safuu's future, see what the council investors do to make it great again. That is exactly my whole point. I got asked by like 5 different people if I sold my bag when they're like, did you sell on the last pump? And I'm like, no, I believe in the future. Like, I'm not going to sell. Like, I'm not in this for short term. Obviously this is money that I invested that I can afford to lose, but I'm not trying to lose it. No, I'm just saying I am in this for the long run. And that's what a lot of the council members are too. They all believe long-term. Yeah, we're invested in Vulcan. Yeah, we're in some other projects. Doesn't mean we don't care about Safuu. So I don't want people taking the negative jabs at council members in the Discord saying, oh, they don't want to buy back and burn. They don't want this to. No, we're looking out for the future. So just know we're on your side. We are on your side. Mr. No Fame says 231K SIF, plenty of funds to work with to create utility with the community's vote. Yeah, that's a ton of funds. And we're going to find ways to not just do, and when I say we're finding outside sources, we're not going to just use 231K on one thing. Okay, it's not going to be, oh, let's use 231K and we got this one thing, and hope it works and put our eggs in one basket. And I think that's what a lot of people think. It might be 25K here, 25K here, 25K here, 25K here, and we have 6 things. Now your chances of success grow. Not everything's going to hit, obviously, in life, and those who say, oh, put it in Vol, put it in this, not everything the community says is going to hit. It's obviously a risk whenever you do something, but the way it's set up now, it's better to try, especially with the SIF that replenishes itself, right? So if we do try things and we have 6 revenue streams coming in, Sorry. I haven't talked this much in a while since I got sick. If you do have all these revenue streams that come in, it doesn't stop us from creating more. We can still create more. We can use SIFT, and then we can look at other ways to incentivize buyback and burns in the future or go about it. Everything is up to vote, and I'm excited to see what we have at our disposal. Yes, Guru, we are natives and would love to have the Greek visit. Oh, yes, yes. I've visited Hawaii twice, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I loved it. The only thing I didn't do is get on a helicopter and go on the volcano tour. I'm scared of flying, and helicopters is a no-no. I was thinking about doing it, and then when I was told the doors were taken off, that's when I said, no. That's exactly right. I'm never going on a helicopter with no doors. That's just stupid. What's the circulating supply at on Safuu? So we're going to go here. We're going to look. If you can see where my mouse is, circulating supply is 17,292,884 as we currently sit. Price is at 24 cents, as you saw. We got a 231K SIF. Chris Osser, let's go back in time. Didn't Brian say everyone needs to sacrifice Safuu to Vulcan? He did say that. And we all did it because we were going to the blockchain. It was the newest thing. We thought Safuu was going to die. But we all know there's a lot of people, a lot of holders now who would struggle with the sacrifice again. Plus, that would take a long time to set up. Plus, the loss of liquidity. It's not the worst idea if we found a way to pull the liquidity out because it's locked. And I would actually, like, a V2 would be great if we could change the tax structure. There's a lot more things that we could do, but it doesn't mean that, like, we can't make Safuu great again. So I don't want people to think, oh, this is the only way things can be done, and then be like, oh, can't go V2. It's going to be terrible. Because we can create other ways to burn that can incentivize with different tax structures on the outside for people that will be like, oh, I'll invest in this. But that's helping Safuu, and the Safuu army is just sitting here being like, burn. That's what's our goal. There's a lot of things we can do, and I should have known you had a lead into this. And yet here we are with people kept the tokens and gambled that the supply would be low. Fire pit would be 90+%. Certain U hypers, the price would moon. Yeah, the price will moon, but we need to give it utility, obviously. Obviously, before you had a bunch of whale, and of course it did moon. It was like 1 cent and went to 72 cents. Like, the movement was awesome, but then there's a lot of people who got in at those lower levels that sold, and that's bound to happen. But right now we're not seeing the volumes like to push things up, and our liquidity pool is so healthy. That was part of it takes a lot more to move the price up because the liquidity pool is so dang healthy. It's 50% of the market cap right now. That's ridiculous. Usually it's like 10 to 15%. And having that thick liquidity pool, that's why I'm saying buyback and burns, while they're good, they add a ton to the liquidity. And then it kind of hampers a bit price moving upward. It does a little bit. Okay. But what we need is we have a healthy enough liquidity pool where we can use those SIF funds to bring in extra stuff and burn and have it way more sustainable. And, just make it nice. Just make it nice for us. Haley says, in order to bring new investors, we need to change the tax percentage. Yeah. This is also a problem we are stuck with. So, like, when I say stuck with, we have certain parameters that we have to work with. Brian's getting his 25%. Now, whatever our thoughts are on it, whether you choose to like it, hate it, feel indifferent about it, Brian's the only one who can change that. So, as a council member, I have to say, okay, Brian's got that 25%, but that's not really hampering anything we can get done. Okay, what really hampers is the renounced contract. At the time, by making a community owned and renouncing the contract, it was okay. It was great, but now we can't change any of this stuff. So that's where we're left with different problems we have to solve. And the tax percentage, unfortunately, is what it is, but we have to make do with the parameters we have at our disposal. Now, there's ways to make Safuu a success, even with the tax. It is. This is why a lot of people bring up V2, but then when you look at the liquidity being locked, there's also stuff going on with that. Hop on, council. Yeah, Barry said he was going to join me. I had a phone call with Barry earlier, and actually, it was funny. I sent him the link at 8 o'clock my time, and he jumped in when I was editing like all the graphics and stuff. And Barry goes, "When are we starting?" And I go, "Dude, it's 9 o'clock." And he goes, "Oh yeah, you told me." But Barry's on a date, I think. Here's the Greek giving it all to you guys, and Barry's going on dates. Going on dates. Yeah, you want to see council AMAs. We're going to trust me, we're going to give it to you. You're going to see more of the Greek. I will try to do weekly Safuu videos like this. And I was thinking, well, maybe I could say this because this really doesn't affect anything anybody does anyways. I could just say whatever. I was thinking of starting with the next AMA, next video I do or live stream I do about Safuu. All super chats I get from Safuu live streams will go to buyback and burns. So that's one way you can help. Utility, super chat. There it is. At the end of the month, I'll show my buy, and boom, you'll see it go right into the debt wallet. So Brian was sending it to UNICEF. The Greek is sending it to the fire pit. No address. So make it happen. Next one, maybe we'll do that. On live streams for Greek Safuu live streams, all super chats go to buyback and burn of Safuu. So there you go. My ideas, man. And that doesn't need approval. That's just me doing it out of the volition of my heart. Slumdog Millionaire says, please smash that like button for our great Greek guru. Mahalo. Thank you so much. I'm not great. I'm just an ordinary guy who just is out here doing my best. I care about the community. You guys have taken me in. Like when I came from Safe Moon, you guys just took me in with open arms. You welcomed me in. You supported me. And now I'm like, I got this opportunity to be on the council. And I'm not using that as a brag to be on the council. I don't go around being like, oh, I'm on the council. I'm on the council. I'm on the council. No, it's a duty that I took upon myself to give you guys the best version of Safuu and move forward. That's my goal with this. Triple Moon says, face red heart shape, face red heart. Man, I wish it showed the pictures on here. C-Titch, maybe we can buy the limited NFT from Smart Finance, which is also a community-driven project, and be able to collect 21% of each of the total fees collected from the SEC and 75% of the bridge. That may work. Get me over the details. I can bring it to the council on that. That's interesting. And we'll bring it. Yeah, once we bring it to the council, we'll see what ideas stick, what we like best, and we'll bring it to the community. And yeah, we're looking into anything, just anything you guys think is worth bringing to our attention. Lucky Charms is in the house. Now, Lucky Charms, we all love him. He is an ideas man. He's been chatting with me on the side. So, he's kind of an advisor. Lucky Charms says, hey, Greek, the ultimate buy pressure will come from the SIF becoming the ultimate whale that buys with rewards earned. Eventually, the SIF whale will be able to create mass volume by itself. That's our hope, is doing stuff like that, as well as creating stuff with the SIF to help in the burn process in itself. So, yeah, this is the hope, to make a never-ending sustainability of burn and function that we can just sit back, twiddle our thumbs, and relax. And that's the goal. Obviously, creating a whole ecosystem, creating this awesome thing we got going on, and that is what the goal is. So, yeah, that's the goal. And he brings up great points. Another one, Kryptonian, buy a node or sacrifice some ETH. It's a great idea. I just we need to find somebody willing to sell a node. And then what if delays happen, further delays? Are people willing to wait? Are they willing to risk that capital on what the blockchain does? Now, I'm very bullish on the blockchain, as everybody knows. But like I said, we need to create sustainability within Safuu itself. Obviously, this idea has been floated around to the council, so we will see what sticks, and everybody can vote on whatever proposals they like the best when we bring everything out, and we're finishing up writing a first draft. And trust me, when you guys see proposals, I'm sure you might see some things. Maybe we'll be like, oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. But I want people to, like, when coming up with things, don't just look at how we can attach ourselves to Vulcan. Look at how we can create something and partner with other people in the space on Binance or other ideas. But this is not a bad idea. I actually like it, but it is risky. What happens if there's future delays? Do you guys want to be patient? You know, that's we've seen what happens now when the SIF just sits there and collects. But you know, where's the circulating supply at? 17,292,000. I answered that one earlier. Curtius, I think building the SIF alone will create FOMO. Imagine seeing it at 1 million, but I think building utility also needed. Hopefully one day we'll have both. Yeah, the SIF will grow. So imagine this: you bring utility, brings more people in. They're using the whole ecosystem. You're increasing burns from that utility, as well as the SIF is gaining every time somebody's transacting, and that SIF keeps growing. And then we use that to create more utility, or we invest, create more burn. So it's just like this. Once it gets going, it's this factory of ecosystem and burn and utility. And then we always have the option of, let's say we put a bunch of stuff in place and the burn factory is really working. We can inject and do buybacks and burns and be like, boom, in the future, if the SIF is very healthy and we don't need the funds to do things, we can always do that and increase burns at different various times. There's endless possibilities. But right now is when we have this amount of SIF, we can then take this at our disposal and use it to create the ultimate utility. Lucky Charms, you can look into validator nodes as a stream of revenue as well. Just need to build the funds up to be able to buy some. Exactly. No need to be negative here. Come on, Philip. Trust the process. And Kryptonian, Great Point Creek, thrive on our own. Yeah, it's one thing I don't want to be reliant on another project. And that's part of I know it sounds bad because I'm so bullish on Vulcan, but most of us already have bags in Vulcan. So if Vulcan succeeds, we don't need that. Like, obviously we're all going to make it anyways with that, if that's succeeding, but we need Safuu to be its own thing. And I'm glad we could see that. Lucky Charms has the perfect thing. That's the ideal dream, to be able to burn with no outside volume. That's the ultimate, really ultimate goal. Let's see. I got a super chat here. Jaime Garcia Prieto, what happens to liquidity after the remaining 12 and a half years? Who gets it? Just asking because we could use it as collateral to borrow money. I have no idea if there's such a protocol that would be interested. Huh. So it's locked for the remaining 12 and a half years. So after that, it's unlocked, and I think we can just pull the liquidity. So I don't know if we're able to. This is a great question. I don't know if we're able to borrow against it. I don't know all the rules with that stuff, but unfortunately, it is a hindrance. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. It is a hindrance right now in being able to do various things, because the only way to pull it, as you saw with sacrificing over to Vol, is you have to sacrifice, then you have to take that and sell it. And then how long do you give for a sacrifice period? Because we saw a month before, and people still missed the boat. And we saw issues with the DApp. Just today, in my DM, somebody goes, I checked the sacrifice checker and my vol's not showing up. So I go, send me your wallet address. So I look into BSC scan, and I told them this. I go, I think I know what's up prior to even looking. I think you just proved the contract. I look at BSC scan. I start shaking my head because I was right. And I had to tell somebody today, but this was the first time they looked at their wallet since they sacrificed. And I'm like, and that's the problem. When you get these people, you're going to get a lot of hate with people. I missed the sacrifice. You guys stole my money. And this time there is no, when you go to V2, if you were to do it, the only way to get the liquidity out, there is no, oh, but at least Safu's still alive now. No, Safu would be dead and we'd be on the V2 and that would be where we're going. You know, it would be like, but yeah, I don't know if you can borrow money and collateral against it, but after 12 and a half years, it becomes unlocked and then it would be able to be touched. So if you wanted to go to a V2, you could just have people sacrifice and then you airdrop them tokens, or you just airdrop them whatever. You can just see who holds and you can airdrop whatever and you can just move everything, all the liquidity over. So yeah, unfortunately, if we had unlocked liquidity right now, we have had a lot more options and it would actually be fun. Where was I before? Yeah, and Lucky Charms is talking about other chains nodes. Yeah. And, you know, it's always risky, too. Like, I want people to know there is risk once we go on other chains and we do things with other chains. You know, then you're reliant on outside sources. But if it works out, we're benefiting off of others, which is a great thing. What needs to be fixed on CoinMarketCap? Is it the circulating supply? I think CoinMarketCap's pulling the number. Well, I don't know how it's working, where it's pulling that. Legendary Other Nathan, just tell him all the secrets. Do it. I can't do it. I want to, but you guys will find out. Lucky Charm says long-term people forget once we burn down supply to target under 1 million tokens, we can allocate the SIF back to holders as rewards as Safuu. Now that, I love that idea. Like as soon as you get to certain parameters met with circulating supply, like it doesn't even have to be down to 1 million. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Like if you get down to somewhere in the 5 million range, we can start doing stuff where we can create our own flex based on volume and just give out, you know, whatever the SIF collects, and we can create some cool stuff. So I don't want people to get all negative, but like there's cool things that can happen, but I would actually prefer it to be lower because actually, you know, it would be BUSD rewards. That works because you would get paid out because the SIF's in BUSD. We could do that. Yeah. If we have everything set up, yeah, you could do it. It would work out. The whole Safuu website needs to be redone to help people understand what has happened in the new direction. That is a good point. As we know, the old team did the website and everything, and now that the council's formed, that's going to cost money. So we would need to use some of the SIF for that. So that's some of the things we have to look into. I didn't even think about this, and I'll bring it up with the council. Because first thing people do is they're going to go, like you tell some friend, like I told my friends about, I'm like, okay, aren't you going to buy the token that I'm a council member of? I told my friends this. The first thing they want to do is go on the website. So this is very, very, very good. And Swarav Sharma says the same thing, pointing up to your comment. Mark Spidier. Thanks, Greek. Yeah. Triple Moon. I'm going to make this probably a weekly thing or every week and a half just to keep people updated because people need to know what's going on. I think part of the problem with Safuu is they just assume that when they don't hear anything that nothing's getting done, nothing's getting talked about, or they're not getting heard. Remember, never fear, the Greek is here. I'm always there. So when people think I'm not watching the Discord or I haven't posted in the Discord, these eyeballs are everywhere. I see it. I have it up on my computer at all times. I see what's going on. So whenever people think they're not being heard, I want you guys to know we hear you. We do hear you. But, you know, we don't want people beating a dead drum in the Discord and just only giving one perspective, because there's a whole lot of things that can be done here and we can make this really great. Remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. Crypto Pride says boom. Hopefully he's enjoying what I'm doing. Richie McLaughlin, if we can create an education platform that awards holders for promoting Safuu for bringing new holders, it can be as simple as a competition. I'm glad you said this. This has also been brought up because you said it. I'm just going to, you basically said that's the way we're going to go approach marketing, because you have to throw a bunch of money at marketing, is using the community. Safuu's got the greatest community out there. Okay. Like I said, going on, we can do competitions where we give stuff out
That is a possibility if you guys choose to vote on those options, and we can just, boom, spread the word. Those who spread it the loudest get the most entries. And there you go. We need to get the word out. And it starts with the community. We can throw money at advertising. We can put money, race teams, that's too expensive. That's way too expensive kind of stuff. It's not, but it's going to come from word of mouth. Somebody saying, oh, look at this, or getting a new stream of YouTubers coming in saying, I want to cover Safuu, look at this awesome project, and changing the narrative and really pushing it. Be like, yeah, the old Safuu you knew is not there anymore. I obviously have to take a different tune with the way I do Safuu videos because I can't just go and say the stuff I used to say, because people are going to be like, of course you say that, you're on the council. So it doesn't hold as much weight as if we get other people spreading the word than me. But I'm going to spread it because I love it. But I'm just saying, this is what I'm going to do. AMAs, I'm going to be more community driven out in front of the camera for you guys, as opposed to going there and really spreading the word like I used to. Now that we have a crazy burn rate and most of the FUD was against Brian only, we can actually restart the rebasing with lower PY. Yeah, I've heard this be brought up a lot. And the problem with this, and the contract is locked and cannot be changed. It's been, we can't touch the contract. We can't change anything. We can't even turn rebasing on if we wanted to. The only way this works would be to allocate SIF funds to then buy Safuu to then give to holders, which doesn't add to utility. And I don't think that would really do much, really, because you're not burning anything and you're just. Plus, we see rebasing. It hasn't really done good things for price, but it's not able to be done. And what Lucky Charms was saying, when we get to a certain threshold where we don't need as high burns and we got the outside stuff, that would be enough burn coming in where we can allocate the SIF to basically you hold and you get a percentage of the SIF collected that day, which would be BUSD rewards. We can do stuff like that down the line. But yeah, as of right now, it's not. Try getting EMP money, DAS, detonators, the service. Yeah, I've heard good things about EMP money, so we'll see what we can do with them. I know it's great that we got Ted on the council. He's got access to devs. He's got access to people in the community in the space. So we have excellent people. Can Safuu become part of a tangible product that will bring more money automatically? Yes, that is our goal, to obviously make that happen. And we're trying to find ways to make that happen. And that's the goal for everybody, to make it so we're making money without people actually needing to buy Safuu directly. And we can create burn streams and revenue streams coming in without that. So without people having to actually transact Safuu. So if you see $48,000 in volume on a day, but we have other outside revenues, you'll be like, well, we burned pretty good and we didn't even do that much volume. That's the goal that we want to have set here. So thanks, Curtius Boom, for just talking. All the YouTubers in the house. Hey, YouTubers, I challenge you. Make some Safuu videos. Got it? Spread the word. Let people know Safoo's not dead. I want to see a blitz the next week and a half. Let's get it going. Talk about the council's meeting. I want to see those videos out, and let's push them. Let's get people excited in the community. Let's show them that Safoo's still out there and we're still making videos. So yeah, if you make a Vulcan video, make a Safuu video. Just do it. Blitz it. Blitz it. Blitz it. I want all you YouTubers. We all have a goal to play. Like, even with Vulcan, we always say you have the onus is on you. What can we do to make our investments better? Obviously, if you don't have a bag in Safuu, you might not be as passionate making a video. I understand, but I know most of you have bags in Safuu. So let's start spreading the word again. Let's go. Yeah, I'm in a Telegram group, so I can get the YouTubers to make videos. So I'm going to start doing that. We need to see more videos. Utility is the crypto fantasy in a way. So many try and so many fail. How about partnerships and new project investment? I would say for 25 to 50K, we should be able to own a good chunk of new projects. Yeah, we've looked into that stuff, and obviously we're going to bring them to the table, and people are going to vote on what investments we do make and all kinds of stuff like that. So obviously great ideas. This is the kind of stuff I love. Like, not everything we bring to the table, like I said, is gonna do great. There's going to be failures, but the more chances you give, the more stuff you throw at it. We're going to be trying. We're going to be out there. We're going to be pushing. We're not going to stop. And that's all I can assure you is the council is here because we're passionate. We care. We discuss things. Sometimes we get heated because everybody wants to, I like this. I like this. But at the end of the day, we come together and we're like, you know what? That makes sense. Okay. And that is a good thing. We don't have yes men that just agree to everything. We don't have, it's good. We have a great balance and I love it. Saurav Sharma, we should completely redo the website, better UI. I already mentioned that we need to look into that. I will bring that up with Elliot because, it's one of the things, you don't think about that kind of stuff, Triple Moon says Safuu giveaway. We will look into stuff like that. We do want to give back to the community. We want to take care of them, but we also need to make sure we do what we do in an effective manner before we give back. So, yeah. Sorry. Jeez. Gia Legend said, Gia Legend says, greetings, brother. I never fear when I see the Greek is here. I can't be more bullish seeing the council. It's already started to look very hopeful. You got that right. I unplugged my headphones. No wonder it sounded weird. Okay, I can hear myself again. Jeez, that was weird. Yeah. So we're going to make things bullish for you guys. I'm not just gonna say things are bullish just to pull your socks off. Obviously, I've skinned the game too, so I care about this. I'm in it for the long run. So remember. Oh, that's why you deleted it and reworded it. Yeah, unfortunately, when you delete a comment, and this is the problem with StreamYard, it still shows up on my end. It doesn't just delete it. I don't know why they don't do that. Obviously, it's weird. Safuu can invest it into a 20% APY for 6 months. No one can touch anything in that time frame with contracts in place, almost like a crypto CD. If you cash out early before your money is, is there more to it? Money is penalized at 70%. Yeah, we could do something like that and set up farming, but we need to figure out exactly how we could set that up. Yeah, that's stuff we can look into, and there's all kinds of good stuff and good proposals that we've seen. And Lucky Charm says you're absolutely right about free advertising. We should be able to cut to outreach, no problem. We should get some material together, copy, paste, and repost it. Yeah, we're gonna start that. We got to start blitzing the advertisement. Doing the videos, spreading the good word, telling your friends, going out and just being like, you know what, tell 10 people. Mr. No Fame, we have some great ideas for Twitter. We're trying to bring back Twitter. Twitter hates Safuu though. I'm kidding. They got me, the Greek DeFi guru. They got my account. I was spreading the good word. Yeah, they got my account. But we're looking for good things. We're gonna try and just blitz everywhere. We got to blitz everywhere. Lucky Charm says, I think we need a new whiteboard video updating how the new tokenomics and DAO community works to advertise. That's actually a good idea. Anybody out there who can make those whiteboard videos, I'm not good with that stuff. Obviously, it's simple to the point. If you can make it, maybe I can bring it up to the council's attention. We can do like some sort of reward when we do get access to SIF for making an awesome whiteboard video where we can just blitz it to everything. Use it for marketing, and it's. I'm gonna actually see that if we can make that happen. That's actually, get your money and run, huh? You do that. Let me know how that works out for you in 6 months. That's all I gotta say about that. Could we do a weekly competition where people have to buy a set amount of Safuu per ticket to enter for a prize pool of BSD? See, you guys are coming up with great ideas, and I love it. I love it. There's a lot of stuff that can be done. It doesn't even have to be BSD. Just think of this. You collect a pool of Safuu. You give away Safuu that week, and the rest gets burnt. I mean, yeah, people go, oh, there's lottery systems, there's all things, but that doesn't cost much. There's things that can be done to create some utility. And, it doesn't have to be a lot of Safuu per person. You can be like 50 Safuu and get you in this week's lottery, or 100 Safuu. There's a lot of ideas, and I love hearing the ideas from the people because you guys bring good ideas. So this is awesome. We need to use the SIF money for better website to attract investors. Yep. I forget. You probably said it a couple of times, and then obviously you thought I would miss it, but I don't miss a thing. Lucky says invest in some trading bots as well. I'm at a lot of trading bot plays, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah, they work out as long as they don't rely fund on you. Anybody in Rely Fund knows what I'm talking about. Their website just went down and stopped working. Legendary Other Nathan, amazing job, Greek. Have I really gone an hour by myself? I never thought I could do this. I don't know how Prado does it, but actually it's not as bad as I thought because it's just like me making my videos, except I'm just reacting to what you guys are saying. GeoLegend says more members can make more videos about Safuu and it's all helpful. The more the merrier. Of course. This is what I did. Turn on the bat signal. Fowler says Greek's going to turn on that bat signal. Laughing out loud. Let's go. Yeah, it's about everybody spreading the word. Safuu water sales. 75% go to protocol. The other 25% goes to taxes or burn. That's interesting. Interesting. You know what I can... I might bring it up. I got to bring it up with my business partner. You guys remember the Safuu merch store? It rebranded into the Vulcan merch store, but technically the domain name is still owned by yours truly, the Greek DeFi Guru. So I'm thinking of turning back on the Safuu merch store so we can buy Safuu merch. And then when I do that, I can check with my business partner, who's NR Legend. For those who don't know, we bought the merch store off of Ace of Spade used to own it. We bought it off of him a month ago, and you guys have been amazing. So check out the Vulcan merch store if you want Vulcan merch. But we are planning on turning on the Safuu merch store again, where you can type in Safuu merch store and get Safuu merch. I'm thinking we can take 50% of the profits we make and using that to buy back and burn Safuu as well. So when you make purchases on the Safuu merch store, we have ways to burn Safuu merch, burn Safuu. So, and it would be good because we're buying to then burn. So it's like a buyback and burn, but we're using merch sales. So it's the community spreading the word. So in a way, it's incentivizing you guys to buy merch to burn. And then when you're buying your merch and you're wearing it, what do people do? They ask you questions. Look, Safuu, what's that? Safuu. Boom. You can explain it. It creates conversation. So I'm going to talk with NR Legend about that. And I know he's going to be on board with it because he's going to be on board, but it's my business partner. Everything we run by each other. And actually, I can make that happen. And that wouldn't need council approval. That's just something I could do for the community. And we can then spread it. So you guys can be like, hey, you want Safuu merch? Want to help spread the word? Boom. That's one thing we can do. And I just thought about that because of Donald Richardson's Safuu water sales. It brought that idea to my head. See what possibilities are. Smart Finance Exchange. I have a great whiteboard guy if you want his link. All right. Get me. Fowler says whiteboard. Okay. Fowler, do you know how to do whiteboard stuff? Because if you do, you can help us out here. But yeah, if you want to DM me the link, I can bring it up to the council's attention. That's actually a great idea with whiteboard stuff. I love it because it's simple to the point. It's that clean, sophisticated looking video that we can say, oh, look, we got this, and people can understand that better. And we can even go into the story about Safuu and, explain off the first 8 months, because this is a totally different Safuu. The moment that liquidity is sold to move it to vol, it's a totally different thing. Triple Moon says 70 people, only 50 likes. What if I smile? You know what? It's not about the likes. It really isn't. It's about everybody watching, spreading the good word, and just being passionate about Safuu. I'm just happy that at this late hour that we got 73 people are watching me, or being like, oh, I care what the Greek says. Do you know how honored I am to actually have people go who want to listen to me and actually take what I say? Because on a daily basis, people just look at me. King says, hello from Smart Finance. Smart Finance here to help. You guys can reach out to me and give me proposals. Any proposals you guys have, reach out. I'm happy to listen. I'll bring it to the council's attention. So my DMs are open on Discord. I'm 8567 at the Greek DeFi Guru. Also, for anybody who doesn't know, if you want to reach me, my Discord link is down below. So you guys can join the Discord. We discuss a lot of things. I got the price bots, which weren't working today, which pissed me off. No, the price bots are working. Sorry, the buy bots weren't working. I buy and sell bots. You can see Safuu. You can see all the Safuu charts and everything. The circulating supply and all that's good stuff. And we have a good group of people. We're up to 600 strong people. Smart Finance Exchange. We should connect on the Smart Finance limited NFTs. We are a macro play, live multi-chain on 7 networks, bringing in 60 seconds cross-chain. Bridging in 60 seconds cross-chain. Okay. Nice. And sharing fees with the NFTs. We will definitely look into that. I will bring that to the council's attention. Most of them are watching. So if you guys are watching, I know you guys are talking in the council chat. I can see you going back and forth saying the Greek looks so cute tonight. Anyway, Curtius, this is only for my dating chat in my Discord. Get it off here. I'm kidding. Yeah, we'll definitely bring it to everybody's attention. We're not gonna ever not look at something that's brought up to the people. You know, I will definitely take a look. And if you want to get me more information, send it to me so I can come with a flurry of information. Obviously, I'll research it as well. Donald Richardson says the Greek DeFi guru for president for America. I wish. I would love to run. It, you know, I don't think I have it. For the Safuu merch, can you make Safuu as a currency of payment and create demand for Safuu token? There's one way I could do that, but it's tough because these sites I'm on do not accept it. So the way I could do it would kind of be you send me the Safuu directly. You tell me what you want. I order it. I send it to your address with fiat. But then it's either way, it's hard to set up that way. The merge sites, I would have to find a way, but I will look into it. I will always look into it. Nodulus Price says Smart Finance can keep things simple for you, easy and fast. Yeah. As long we want fast, effective, whatever it is, but I will bring it up with everybody I have. For sure. Safuu Warrior says that's a great idea. We can all buy merch and burn Safuu. Yeah, it could even be all the profits for all I care. You know, whatever I make off it. It's whatever the margins are. But it's about the community. It would be a cool thing. And, you know, it'd bring buzz. As long as you guys take care of the Greek buying Vulcan merch too. Okay. Yeah, but we're planning on that. We're gonna get that store up and running. We got a lot of other stores where did I say stores? Yeah, we got a lot of contracts now with some other crypto companies, and we're gonna be making merch for them as well. Fowler says his render surface offers whiteboard, so I have the ability to make it. I have never made on, so no, I can make one thing is impossible when it comes to Fowler. Fowler, I know you can do it. You can do it. You can do it, bro. Do it. Tell me what service you use, because I'm interested. Because I hate filming on this computer, you know. Triple Moon says Safuu is a life changer in so many ways, you will see. Exactly. Rockford in the house. You from Rockford? Lockport. Biz sharing the Greek Discord. Yeah, if you want to join the Greek Discord, you don't have to. People are saying you're using this to shill. No, you don't have to. In fact, most of you are probably already in my Discord, because you guys are amazing. Donald says, can we find any projects that are creating video games with 15% investment from community just to market the brand? Only would be cool. Safuu video game. We've looked into that. We need to find people who are making games. And then, it's a lot of money. And then how much really when a gamer sees something, and that's the problem. Is like when you're playing a game and, you see, okay, Safuu is like, there's no way to quantify, is it worth the spend? Like how much are you really getting from it? What's your CTR from it? What's your retention from it in investments? And that's the problem with advertising in general. Like you saw the London Underground ads. Did the holder account increase? But then again, the chart was starting to look bad at that time. Like maybe it was wrong timing. Maybe, there's a lot that can go down, and it's part of the thing. I'm a data-driven guy, so when I like to see, is this actually doing something? So I'm looking more towards community marketing, but this is not a bad idea. If somebody's in the community is making a game and wants to use Safuu and brand it on their own volition, we're not going to stop you. I'm just saying that. Safuu Warrior says, got my bucket hats today. Greek, love them. I'm glad you love them. I created the bucket hats, and I was worried how the design would come out, but I'm glad they look good. Miss Luke, yes, we do have Vulcan keychains. The Safuu merch store, we have to get that up and running, and I need to create some more stuff, obviously. That's going to take some time. That will probably be 2 weeks out project of getting the merch store back up and running. Right now, it's redirecting. If you type in Safuu merch store, it redirects you to the Vulcan merch store, but we do have Vulcan keychains, and I have made special products for people. Like somebody wanted a license plate, so we had it made for J Legend. Yeah, he wanted a license plate, so I went on, saw they have one, boom. So I will let you know if you want anything. You can just DM me, and I can try and make it for you if they don't have it. We just made some dog stuff. I know people love dog stuff, iPhone cases, tote bags we made for the ladies. We got a lot of good things. People requesting the bucket hats was one that Safuu Warrior wanted bucket hats. So I went on and made them. Here's the link, vulcanmerchstore.com. Triple Moon already knows. She already knows. I wonder if Crypto Pride has any extra Safuu X keychains. I have 2 of them. But we'll get our Safuu, I guess. You know what I was thinking of doing? Cutting the X off the end of it, because I had it on my keys for the longest time. Triple Moon, you coming to Hawaii tomorrow? That's the last comment. Did I seriously go through? Fowler, please fail for a grant on Vulcan. Just an idea. Yeah, Fowler's got a lot of great ideas, man. That guy's very brilliant. He's very smart. I'm glad we added him to our Telegram group. Really bright mind. It's nice having good minds, and this community's full of good people, and that's just what I want all you guys to take from this. We're an hour 16 minutes in. I never thought I'd talk this long, but just know that and Fowler has submitted. Just know that we have your best interest at heart. We're going to use the SIF responsibly. We're not just going to waste it. We're not going to just do buybacks and burns. We're looking out for the long-term sustainability of Safuu. So do not worry. Do not get down. I'm going to be doing these every week to week and a half. I promise you that. As I said, in the future, next ones, all the super chats I get are going to go to buyback and burns. So you guys can know, boom. We're going to help burn by just supporting the channel, supporting me. And yeah, never fear, because the Greek is here. Never fear, because the Greek is here.